All right, welcome everybody to week 5 of Purple Raiders Sit Down. I am William Moyer. Here with me today, my guest, Giovanni Kennedy, the first lineman on for my interviews this year. Trying to get to every position group I can, so lineman kind of the next on the list. So thanks for coming on.
It's an honor to be the first offensive lineman on this. Hopefully I represent the Hogs well.
Yeah, and just getting right into it, this upcoming week we've got Wilmington, 5th game of the season, and you're getting to know how the team works better, getting to know how everything is working, and what are you and the team really doing to prepare for this game against Wilmington?
Just kind of building on what we've already been doing for the first 4 weeks. We already had our bye week already, so we did anything we needed to fix then, and now we're just trying to get better as a unit, especially on the offensive line. In the run game, in the pass game, we already know what we're doing. We're 5 experienced guys, got a lot of starts under our belts. So right now it's just focusing on pushing the needle a little bit more each day and seeing how good we can really get before the playoffs get here.
Yeah, and so far, team is 4-0. You got big wins against John Carroll and BW. And last week had I'd say not as well executed performance against Otterbein. What would you say about the team's performance so far? Speak about maybe the linemen, just team overall. What do you think of how the team has been performing?
I'll just speak on the offense because I don't know anything about defense. But offense was great, especially against John Carroll and BW. Had a lot of yards. I think we had almost 500 in both the John Carroll and the BW games. Last week wasn't great. We got a lot to work on. I don't know, maybe a bit of a trap game. Who knows? But doesn't matter. We got the win, and winning's hard in college football. So just on to this week and continue to prepare. Again, I feel like we've been really explosive this year. I've been really happy with it. Yeah, I just hate running down the field on those long plays, though. It's not fun. But
yeah, especially John Carroll. I remember Echeverry broke off for like 3 or 4 like 50-yard runs. Boudry had his own 50-yard run. I can imagine, you're happy about the big plays, but
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And so how close would you say you and your fellow linemen are just as a group this year, and how do you think that helps the team that you guys are such a close group? You talked about how you guys are all experienced, so just kind of talk on that.
Super close. I think we're the closest position group. We hang out outside of football all the time. Every weekend we're hanging out. So that builds a lot of camaraderie and stuff as well, and it builds trust too, especially when you have 5 guys trying to do one job, like block one play. You need to be able to trust the guy next to you, and I think we have phenomenal trust. Again, we're all experienced. All of us are returners, so it's been big for us to have the tightness that we do in the group. Like everybody gets along real well. Like it's a group thing. We do a lot of like little group things outside of football, like traditions that we keep going that were brought in before us. So I think that's what really helps build the camaraderie and the group tightness, I guess, of the O-line.
Yeah, speaking on some guys, you said speaking on traditions that have already been going, are there any like former offensive linemen, any former players that have kind of come back and talked with you guys, or anybody that you can remember that had like kind of a big impact on you?
Coach Brendan Klaus was our offensive line coach last year. He was a Mount Union grad, won a national championship here, great player. He was big for us, loved him. And then this year we got John Cisneros, who's our offensive line GA. He was obviously with us last year. He was a senior, and this year he's coaching us. So it's kind of big for us to have people that were in this program and are used to those traditions coaching us, because they understand what we're going through or what we're doing each day. So it makes it big when you have somebody that has gone through the system that we have here and is completely understands what's going on the O-line and understands those little traditions and stuff like that. So it makes you have a good relationship with your coaches as well, which is huge.
Yeah, and this is your 3rd season as a Purple Raider. First season it says you played in 11 games. Second season you were pretty much a full starter. You were also All-OAC First Team, so congratulations on that. And so this is your 2nd season really as a full starter. And how do you think you've really improved as your time as a Purple Raider?
Obviously you can always get better. There's no way to be perfect, so there's always a way to get the needle a little bit farther. But last year, it's I feel like from last year to this year, the big thing has been knowledge on the field as well, just knowing what's going on more. And the game starts to slow down each year for me, so I'm really excited for next year. But we're not focused on that right now. This year, it's just the knowledge has helped me slow the game down a lot and gives me a lot more confidence within the game. I'm not overthinking or anything or second guessing myself. So it's been good so far, and I'm really happy with my performance. Just gotta try to keep getting better each week.
Yeah, and talking about the history of the Purple Raiders, you talked about an offensive line coach that you had that won a national championship with the team, 13 national championships so far. And how would you say that the legacy of the program influences you and your approach to every game, every practice, all that, just like the legacy, thinking about what's gone on here at Mount Union?
I mean, that's the reason I came here, man. 13 national championships is insane. I think that's the most in NCAA history for a football team. So each day, I mean, you see the banners when you walk in the goal line each day, and it's like a motivator. It shows you what people have accomplished in the past, and then you think about how we haven't done that in like 6 seasons, and we'll be 7. This would be the 7th season since we've won one. So I think it's a big motivator. It's like I want to get that feeling, if that makes sense. I want to know what that feels like to win a national championship here and put another banner up and be part of the legacy that already exists. Like, I feel like you're not truly a part of it until you get that national championship. So it's a big motivator, and I can't wait to be a part of it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that 100%. That feeling of just winning a national championship. Yeah. And last question, kind of a fun question. If you have any type of pregame meal, superstition, any type of maybe ritual, playlist, anything like that, just like talk about your pregame kind of routine.
So I do wear the same underwear for every game, but obviously I clean it, but I only use that pair of underwear for game days. Same underwear, same tights, same undershirt. I don't wear the same socks. They're all white. That's too hard I can't keep track of all that. But then whenever I'm getting ready, I always put my left side stuff on first. So my left cleat, my left like ankle brace, my left sock, my left glove. Left side always comes first. I always listen to like AC/DC before a game. That always gets me going. Have a white Monster right before the game. I don't like to eat too much before a game. So if I do, it's like something real small. I like to play on an empty stomach, which is kind of weird and probably not a good thing. But yeah, the same underwear thing. I feel like that's probably going to get me made fun of a bit, but I don't know. It's got to be the same one, or I'm not going to play good or something.
No, I get it. I mean, those superstitions. I love the AC/DC, and I agree. Honestly, all the empty stomach. Yeah. I mean, just feel a little faster, I would say.
Lighter,
yeah. Maybe not the best for a lineman, but yeah. Well, all right, Gio. Thanks for coming on for week 5 of Purple Raider Sit Down, and Wilmington this week. Gonna be big week. I'm glad that we're home these next 2 weeks, to be honest. Don't have to travel. I'm sure you feel the same way, but yeah, thanks for coming on.